Okay, so this video goes out to my girl Rachel. She was asking how or when I make my protein shakes. What do I put in them? When would I eat one? So I just woke up this morning. I don't really feel like anything heavy. I'm not that hungry, but I need something to eat. It's like 11 o'clock now, so it's almost brunch. So I'm going to be making a smoothie and I'll show you everything I put in it. I just got out of the shower. If you hate walking around with wet hair, I love these little towel things. You just put your hair up in them and twist them, and like your hair is basically dry and you don't have like wet hair dangling down the back. And I'm almost ready to take it out, so we'll get going on the video. Okay, so we'll start by talking about some ingredients. So obviously you need protein powder. I use this protein powder that I got at Costco. It's literally just, I picked the cheapest protein powder. Honestly, I would maybe choose something a little bit better than that, but if you need something cheap and easy, that's okay. It doesn't taste as chocolatey or as rich as other protein powders I've had. This one's really popular. The Vega Sport protein or the Vega brand proteins are popular, but they're not cheap for like this much. I think it's like Canadian, that's usually like 60 bucks. So one thing I really like is to make my chocolatey protein shakes actually taste like chocolate and not like protein powder chocolate. Baking cocoa is definitely the best thing, and like finding a high quality one as well. This is the Costco, but you can just get regular ones from the grocery aisle. And then dates. So I use dates to naturally sweeten my protein shakes, as well as bananas. So these are just like pitted dates. My banana's in the fridge because it's almost gone off. I use bananas. I also use Greek yogurt and milk. Personally, I like to buy lactose-free milk because it doesn't expire as quickly. You get like at least a month with it. And I don't drink milk just as is. And then regular peanut butter. So I think that's it for the ingredients. We'll get going on the recipe. Okay, so the first thing I do, I've got like one of these knockoff like Ninja bullet blenders. So it just blends up exactly what I need, and I don't need to worry about dirtying a dish. I do love those big blenders though, they're way more efficient. So I've got my little blender cup that goes with it, blender top, and we can start adding ingredients. So I like to add the date and the banana first, and just kind of cream it all together, because a lot of people don't like dates in their smoothies because they get little chunks. If you blend it really well, you don't really get any little chunks. So I put about 5 dates in there. I do 1 whole banana. Ooh, that one's looking green. Little hack, I keep my compost in the fridge so that the compost isn't gross. Let's see. Yeah. There we go. And then I just put in my Greek yogurt as well, or I just start with milk. Today let's start with just milk in here. Just like a healthy amount to be able to blend this up. Got that little blender top. And honestly, this little bullet blender has been going for like 2 years now. And I'm kind of waiting for it to crap out because it was a cheap blender, but it hasn't yet, so here we go. So it's got 2 speeds as well as a pulsing function. I like to kind of just give it a few pulses so that when the dates sink to the bottom, they just kind of get blended up like that. You can kind of see the dates blending up, and then I'll go ahead and just turn it on high and get it all blended. Okay, so it is a little time consuming to pre-blend the dates, but it's totally worth it because you don't want to have clumpy dates in there. Next up, I add my other liquids, so that's going to be Greek yogurt. I use plain Greek yogurt. I like the one with 2% fat. It's a little bit creamier, and I've noticed it's just a bit more tolerable than other types of Greek yogurt, other brands of Greek yogurt. That, you know, have that Greek yogurt taste. So if you're not accustomed to it, it can be, you might notice it if you're used to using regular sugar, but Greek yogurt has a ton of protein in it and way less sugar. Like this thing's got 16 grams of protein per 3/4 cup. Obviously I didn't put 3/4 of a cup. I put like 2 heaping teaspoons in there, which is about 1/3 of a cup. And oh dear, I'm low on peanut butter. I guess all the peanut butter is going in. I usually like to do almost equal amounts peanut butter to the Greek yogurt. That's because I don't like the taste of bananas, so in order to counteract the banana taste, I put a lot of peanut butter in. You can also buy powdered peanut butter, which I've heard is really good. I'm gonna get some soon because I'm going through peanut butter, and there's nothing I hate more than scraping the peanut butter for a smoothie. It's a little bit easier when you're actually like trying to put it on something. Okay, so I would add way more peanut butter than that, but I guess I'm out. I'm out. Oh no, I've got more. Put that in later. And then got my 2 liquidy things in there, and then I'm just gonna add in my powders now. So I do 1 heaping scoop, or 1 full scoop essentially, of this protein powder, and just put it in there. And then for the baking cocoa, you can decide how much you want. I usually go for half of what I put in the protein powder, especially for this protein powder, because again, it's like not the most yummy, most chocolatiest protein powder. Just be mindful that you're going to have to add more liquid. So pop in some more milk. You can toss in some ice cubes too if you like yours to be cold. But let's just go blend that up. Okay, so that's done blending. Give it a little shake, and then I do the taste test. As you've noticed, my hair is now out of the hair wrap, and again, the beautiful thing is I just hate it when like your back gets all like covered in the wetness from your hair, so this just makes it dry enough without having to use a blow dryer to not have it do that. And there's like ones you can get that like style your hair too. So quick taste test. I just test for thickness and flavor. Yeah, that tastes pretty good. Like actually pretty good. Really good. One of the better ones I've made for sure because I was paying attention to my ratios. But if you don't like the taste, or this is always optional, I have these premier protein shakes, which by drinking them by themselves, I find them like really sweet. You could always add a little bit of this in there just to give it that nice chocolatey, sweeter flavor, and it's full of all these good proteins if you want more protein and like vitamins and stuff. Yeah, again, I get these. You can either get them at the drugstore at Costco. So there it is, my really cheap, quick morning smoothie. This one's for you, Rach.